Um, Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. I've said it several times. I'm just waiting, for maybe a minute, not even that long for real. But anyway, starts with introductions, right? Hi, my name is Lenore Reynolds Jones, and I have the awesome privilege of being a proprietress of a wonderful kingdom enterprise called Legacy Builders. You're like, lady, what does that mean? It means that I help individuals and couples gain necessary tools and skills to leave a lasting legacy. You're like, yeah, but we still don't get it. Well, I have books, I have programs, I have courses, and of course, I am a certified and trained life coach, helping people just figure out what it means to leave a legacy because we believe that legacy is more than money. And so we take the holistic approach to legacy and we have created things that will help you get there. Now, that's all I'm going to say about that. If you want more information, scroll your fingers across the keyboard, go to www.legacybuilders.com, and there you can get your free gift, which is on our website, and you can learn more about me and what we do there at Legacy Builders. Today, however, I'm only going to be here about 10 minutes, and I promise you I'm clocking myself because in 10 minutes I'm going to say bye-bye and run away, right? But what I came today was to just give you a moment of motivation because generally, if you're anything like me, you're like, Monday. And then yesterday was daylight savings time, guys. And I promise you, I want my hour back. Like in the comments, tell me if how daylight savings time is treating you. Do you want your hour back or are you good? If you want your hour back, it's a thumbs down. If you're good, it's a thumbs up. Either way, tell me in the comments how daylight savings time is treating you. Thumbs down, you want your hour back. Thumbs up, I'm good. But as you are complying with that request, I'm going to move on because I told you we only got these 10 minutes. But I'm talking about that because what daylight savings time is another adjustment, right? It's, they sprang forward and our bodies, our circadian rhythms. See, Mommy too says, yo, she overslept this morning. I'm telling you, this daylight savings time is a racket, guys. Anyway, anyway, right? But what it is an adjustment. And I feel like we are constantly adjusting. Life is filled with stimuli, it's filled with choices, it's filled with adjustments. And so often we focus on the adjustments versus the things that are settled and safe. And what I'm saying, why I'm telling you that is I'm going to tell you a brief story. And at the end of the story, you're going to get it. And then you're going to be like, okay, I'm ready for the week. So here's my story. It's November, the day before Thanksgiving, we bought a house. Got keys. That was our closing day. We got the keys. We were excited. We come up here. From the time, even in the showings, we came through the back door because that's where the lockbox was. And we're like, okay, that's also where the garage is. We actually have a detached garage. So our garage is in the back. So we have no problems coming in through the back door. Fast forward about a week or two, and something happened, and we were going out the front door, and we were like, wait, where's the key? So I send my agent an email, a text message like, hey, we're just realizing as we're going through the keys that we've been given that we don't have a key to the front door. She's like, okay, let me check with the other side. Let me check with the sellers. The response is, oh, we've never had a key to the front door. Wait, what? I bought a whole house. I got keys. I'm paying bills for it. And you mean to tell me I don't have keys to the front door? Anyway, I promise you that in some time, that was November, so December, January, February, sometime in the last 3 months, at least one time, I took the key that I had for the back door and tried to use it on the front door for two reasons. One, out of curiosity, excuse me. And number two, because the front door honestly was falling apart. We bought an older home. It's almost historic, and I'm not joking, but the lock is so old that the literal, the doorknob, you would turn it and it would come off in your hand. And so we were like, no, we need somebody to fix it. But, can we at least open it or lock it so that, people tell people, redirect people? Anyway, fast forward to this is now, I think, about 2 weeks ago. We finally got a locksmith out. Again, it's an older lock, so it wasn't something that, any old person could do. They had to be trained in antique locks. Hear me, they had to be trained in antique locks. And so he comes out, he looks at it, he was like, yo, he tells us that he has been doing locksmithing for several years, and this is the third time he has seen a lock this old. That is how old the lock is. This is the third lock he's seen this old. And the fact that we didn't want to just chuck it, we actually just wanted to service it because we wanted to preserve the history. Y'all track with me, I'm telling you. So I'm going to recap if you're just joining me. We bought a house. We realized that we only ever came through the back door. We asked for keys to the front door. We were told no keys to the front door exist. Several months passed. We have tried the key we had and it didn't unlock the door. I think it fit in. I don't even remember if it actually fit in or not. So we get the locksmith who is trained and specializes in antique locks. However, this is the third lock that he has seen because of the age of the lock. So it's so old, he doesn't see it frequently. Anyway, we go, he comes, he literally takes the entire thing apart. I mean, he screws out the part where the key goes. He disassembles it. He's adding pieces to the lock. He gets it so that the doorknob no longer comes off in our hands. Then he was like, for this part, the part where the key goes, he's like, I'm going to have to take this to my truck because I need some additional parts and to disassemble it to see what I can do. He had also already asked us, do you have a key? We told him no, because that's what we were told. We told we didn't have a key. So we go ahead. We're like, no, we don't have a key. He was like, all right, I'm going to have to, jerry rig a key because, again, the age of the lock was as such that he couldn't just use any regular key. It was a specialized key that could open that door. Guys, he comes back about 15 minutes later and he has it and just so happened, curiosity again made me go and take the key we had. And I forgot to say this part of the story, but I'm going to tell you now. Previous to this moment, we had gone to Lowe's to go get copies of the key because we were only given a single key to the back door. Now I have a husband, so pretty much if one of us was leaving, we would have to lock a different door so that we don't totally lock out the other person. And when we went to go to copy the key, the age of the key prevented it from being copied. I want y'all to track with me because the age meant that we needed specialized training, but the age also meant that we couldn't just let anybody copy it. So I now have this guy who specializes in these locks. And I'm like, hey, by chance, do you have a thing that you can copy this key? He's like, no, I didn't bring that with me, but I can recommend this particular locksmith in this particular location. And you need to order this specific type of key and then take this and they'll be able to copy it. He's like, anyway, give me this key. What's this key for? I was like, oh, the back door. He takes the key, guys, pushes it into the lock that he has now disassembled, serviced. And what do you know? It turns it. He was like, oh, this is the key to your front door. I'm like, wait, what? My husband and I, we back up from this dude. We had to sit down for a minute. We're like, so you mean we always had the key to the front door? He's like, yeah, this is the key. It was a single key that granted access to the entire house. So here's your Monday motivation. Sometimes you're going to hold on to something really old because of its value. The thing is, though, only certain people are able to appreciate the thing you're holding on to because of its age. I told you, the guy had to get special training, even though he was a locksmith, even though he was certified, even though he was bonded and insured. He was one of the specially selected who specialized in antique locks. That means everybody can't appreciate what you have depending on the circumstances around it. In the case of our lock, it was the age. Number two, That same thing that makes it special, that requires special training, is also the same thing that disqualifies it from being copied. If everybody could do it, everybody would be doing it. But your thing, it is special. It is different. It is unique to you. And I am here to tell you that nobody can copy it because they don't got what you got. The last thing I want to tell you is that same thing that we have talked about now for these last 10 minutes. I just want to let you know that you already have what you need to be successful. You already have the access. You already have the authority. You already have the key. You already have the power. You already have it. The only thing you need, and it is not necessarily a need, but it is allowing yourself to be led in the place where the right person will help you unlock your door. So my motivation to you is, don't go trying to get rid of what you got. Don't worry that you see some people doing something similar. It's not the same key. Take what you have, use it, because it will open doors that were previously locked for you. And that is my motivation thought for today. I'm going to leave you there because I'm telling you, this is my true story about the keys to my house. And I am telling you that it's not just the keys. It is the keys to your future. It is the keys to your destiny. Guys, it is the keys to your legacy. Sentence for this month, Motivation Monday: you already have what you need to be successful. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye-bye.